Hey, Magnus here, and welcome to another Shenmue 3 video. We're just about a month away for the launch of Shenmue 3, and I can't wait, can you? Now, from what I hear, Shenmue 3 has gone gold, and what that means is that it's basically ready for print. So we're excited to hear that. But all in all, exciting content, exciting times, and as I record this, there's something going on with Shenmue 3 today, 1 month before the games actually launch. But on to this video, which discusses what originally happened between the Kickstarter campaign and now, because we want to know that story. Well, here it is. Enjoy, guys. Shenmue 3 is 1 month away. After exactly 6,087 days, or over 200 months since the last North American release of a brand new Shenmue game, we are finally getting another sequel in the Shenmue series. This is after an amazing Kickstarter announcement back in the legendary E3 2015 PlayStation conference. I've already told the story that led up to that event, but what has happened since then? Apparently, just because the Kickstarter was funded didn't mean that there weren't challenges up ahead. In this video, we're going to talk about the events that happened after the Kickstarter was successfully funded up until today, 1 month before the release of Shenmue 3. So almost immediately after the Kickstarter was funded, different video game reviewers and journalists were hot on the Shenmue topic, answering questions about the history of the game, but also quick to discuss a bit of initial controversy. What was the controversy? Basically, why would Yu Suzuki and EastNet, partnered with Shibuya Productions, ask the public for money if it seemed that Sony was partially funding the game? The $2 million initial asking price was nowhere near enough to seemingly make a game that would be anywhere near what the studio would actually need in order to make the third Shenmue game. So why were they asking for money if they had Sony's help? Well, in a GameStop video released shortly after the Kickstarter finally closed in 2015, Gio Corsi from Sony helped clear the air about why Sony helped promote and fund the game.
We were like, okay, what could we ask for? Because, you know, Yu Suzuki was like, let's ask for X, and we all agreed that 2 would be a great number. But when that blew through that within 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it was, we were just like, okay, no, the ask is real. They really want this game. No, it is about goodwill for the gamers and for just bringing great content to the platform. Like from my group, Third Party Production, we're going to offer production support, milestone reviews, helping Yu Suzuki and his team through development. Our partner alliance team will help with marketing and PR, with getting the demos and the trailers out. When the time comes, having some time to show the game at some of the events, helping them release the game and getting it through all the submissions and the TRCs for both the physical and the digital copy.
So it seems that Sony was in it for the goodwill with gamers. Sony did also benefit from the excitement as well. They received great PR for the announcement, as well as snagged console exclusivity rights for the game. Sony in turn provided promotional revenue towards the project, which worked as a win-win for both parties. All in all, no publisher was willing to fund the project, and the Kickstarter was used to prove a point to Sony and other investors that Shenmue still had legs. Mission success. So after the Kickstarter and Slacker backer campaigns raised almost $7 million collectively in 2015, it was time to get to work on the project. By August, the team at EastNet had already completed the composition, story, planning, and game flow, but there was so much left to complete on the project to meet the team's original release window of December 2017. The team, which is comprised of some of the original team members, Kaiji Okayusu was like one of the original game directors, for example, of the first 2 games, and it was off to a strong start. And hearing the news that the 2 original voice actors for Ryo Hazuki, being Corey Marshall and Masaya Matsukaze, are returning to voice the character again brought even more excitement towards the project we never thought we'd see. So all was looking up and progress was rolling into 2016 with the prototype build starting in January of that year. Some fresh screens were shown at Magic Monaco 2016 which showed progress in the game, but there was something that fans were still upset about: the Shenmue logo. During the Kickstarter launch, the announcement showed the Shenmue logo with a papyrus font. This logo would be a point of contention for a long time, and by mid-2016, EastNet said that they would address the issue and come up with a new font. Fans speak, and the team has to listen and get to work. Game development went on throughout the year, with Yu Suzuki being fully absorbed into the production, but expressing that he's happy with how the project was progressing, and after not much info about anything, another development report finally came from the team in March of 2017, just 9 months before the game's original scheduled release date. In the video, you could see that perhaps this was the first hint that the game would probably not be ready for December 2017. Then, as expected, on June 8th, 2017, Yu Suzuki announced that the game would be delayed until the second half of 2018. It didn't seem surprising at all, given the limited amount of time of game development, plus the lack of actual gameplay revealed in the updates. Many saw this delay as a blessing to allow polishing of the game, but were worried about the teams possibly needing more funding to develop the game for a longer period of time. Later this year, we would get an answer as to how they were going to plan on addressing this issue. Shortly thereafter, a new logo for Shenmue 3 was revealed, finally addressing the displeasure of the original Shenmue 3 logo. This updated logo matched the design of the original games more closely, which pleased most fans of the series. In August 2017, during Gamescom, the Shenmue 3 project signed a global publishing contract with Deep Silver. Though I can't verify this for sure, I believe that this agreement was done in order to help continue to fund the Shenmue 3 project, so that more polish and time could be given to expand the game. It's also clearly evident that the team did not want to continue to ask for money from the Shenmue community, though the Slacker Backer campaign was still ongoing. Later in the month, the team finally revealed the first Shenmue 3 trailer, along with a final redesign of the Shenmue 3 logo. The trailer was met with mixed results. Many liked the lighting engine and the environments in the community, but unfortunately balked at the stone faces of all the characters in the game. They seemed lifeless and without emotion. This of course demonstrated that there is still much work to be done before the game can be considered complete. The team continued to work diligently throughout 2017 with a few progress notes as they continued on in 2018, which would be a big year for the development. First off, in February 2018, during the Magic Monaco conference, the team showed off some impressive pictures that showed the upgrade to the characters' facial models, which seemed to be a nice step up when compared to what was previously shown. So there seemed to be some good progress with the game. Fans got even more incredible Shenmue news when in April of that year, the HD re-release of Shenmue 1 and 2 were announced for modern platforms, expected to be released in 2018. This was positive news, as now fans of the series could once again enjoy the classic games on modern consoles, and new fans can join in on the appreciation for the franchise before the third game is released. So with all this good news and progress for Shenmue 3, has there been enough time given to game development for its scheduled release at the second half of 2018? Unfortunately, no. In May of 2018, Deep Silver announced that the release date for Shenmue had been moved to 2019. Once again, fans were not surprised by this announcement and hoped that the team would use this time to further polish the game, as well as improve on the character models, which was a continuous sore spot among fans. Shortly thereafter, pictures of voice recordings of the Japanese cast members for Ryo and Shenhua were shown, along with the announcement that the AI battle system expanded, AI battling goal was reached, due to the crowdfunding campaigns reaching over $7 million. Then in Gamescom in 2018, the team would have an announcement no one would forget for a long time. The release for Shenmue 3 was finally given a specific date, August 27, 2019. This was exciting news. After over 2 years of development and many more years of waiting, Shenmue 3 finally had a specific release date. The trailer that was released with the announcement also showed much more detailed graphics, though it still seemed that the faces needed a slight bit more polish. For the rest of 2018, updates seemed rather sparse in regards to development of the actual game. Most updates tailored around backer surveys and the Slacker backer campaign coming to a close, finally closing out the year with the announcement of the game finding distributors in China to work with. Now we move forward to 2019, the year that Shenmue 3 is to be released. The year started off strong with announcements that the English voice recording was underway, showcasing Corey Marshall returning as Ryo, Brianna Knickerbocker as the voice of Shenmue, and the voice acting debut of Corey's daughter, Katana, in the game. Later in the year, the annual Magic Monaco conference was to take place, and the team was expected to reveal some exciting new Shenmue 3 content. What was shown was the first Shenmue 3 trailer to feature story content along with the Japanese voiceover work and an updated graphical look to each of the characters. It also featured a very small bit of the fighting engine and training minigames for Shenmue 3 as well. Later in the year, at the Reboot Develop conference, additional screens were shown of the game featuring some additional content. With the summer fast approaching, it seemed that we were drawing closer and closer to the release date of Shenmue 3, and given the recent press events and updates, it seemed that they might actually meet the release date. However, in June of 2019, another announcement was made that Shenmue 3 once again would be delayed until November 19th, 2019. Fans once again were patient regarding this delay, though some showed concern over the release date coming too close to a packed holiday schedule, where Shenmue 3 could possibly be overlooked for larger AAA offerings from other big publishers. All in all, it was just another hurdle that fans and the developers would work to get through as the release date drew closer and closer. Unfortunately, as the year went on, we received a bit of controversy with the title. During E3 2019, an impressive new trailer was shown that showcased more story-driven scenes and some more updates to the characters. However, at the very end of the trailer, Steam's logo was missing, and in place an Epic Games logo was present. It was then announced that Shenmue 3 would be released on Epic Games Store exclusively on the PC. This angered many fans as they expected a Steam PC version, not an Epic Games exclusive version. Many backers rallied for refunds, and though it was not confirmed immediately, refunds were eventually offered to backers that requested the PC version, should they desire the refund. The outcry, however, was largely made a bigger deal by those in the gaming community that thrive off of controversy, who knew little to nothing of the franchise. I myself hoped that they would go away. And they have. They moved on to the next set of controversial topics, thankfully. This is all that I'll mention about this controversy, since I've covered this in a few of my past videos. On to better news. August of 2019 announced that the backer trial version would be released in the second half of September 2019. At this point, it seemed very much likely that the development of the game was more than likely in the testing phase, which must have meant that the team was comfortable enough to let the demo out to the masses. This along with a brand new trailer released at Gamescom 2019. At this point, there seemed to be no shortage of Shenmue 3 content, unlike the previous years where there was not much shown at all. TGS 2019 followed suit with another trailer showing the beautiful world of Shenmue 3 in all its glory. Then, as expected, the trial backer version was released in late September 2019. My personal reaction to the demo was shared on a live stream, but no reaction could compare to that of James Renner.
The game looks so good. This is really happening right now. Oh my god, the music. I don't know if I can do this. The game looks so beautiful.
Since these announcements, it's been relatively quiet on the Shenmue 3 front. Most screens and interviews have been shared as excitement builds for the franchise, and it's been a long road. A very long road. We're almost at Bailu Village. This NPC said that the journey would take 3 days to get to Bailu Village. Little did he know, it would actually take over 16 years. Hope you enjoyed that video. It definitely took me a while to do, and definitely late recording this script. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. It's less than a month at this point, and I can't wait for the game to be launched. And as always, like, share, and you can make my day if you subscribe today. This is Magnus, and I'm out. See you guys later. Almost there.